Tired of a lack of accountability by officials running state hospitals and clinics? Well, so is the Health MEC in Kwazulu Natal. She's warned hospital managers to do their jobs, and in a very bold move has published the telephone numbers of those in charge so the public can hold them directly to account. Well, Nomagogo Simelani Zulu joins me on the line now. MEC, good morning. This is a very bold move. Did you decide to do it out of absolute exasperation?
Good morning, and good morning to your viewers at home. Look, I'm a public servant, and when the people of Kwazulu Natal have problems, they have no qualms calling me directly, and as they should. They are able to get my number on the internet. They put my name, my number comes up, and they are able to call me. Now, the point here is that you've got public servants who are literally running facilities and are not held accountable by anyone. By the time a complaint comes to me, it's almost 2 or 3 hours old, and no one is able to deal with them directly. Now, we decided as an office that, look, we need to strengthen our drive to access to better care. And how better to do it than to hold those that we pay from the public purse, hold them accountable directly by those that actually pay them. So we then took the decision that we are going to issue all the contact numbers of the facility managers. We are talking about all the hospitals, all the clinics, but most importantly, we are also going to issue the contact numbers of the district managers. Remember, the other thing we need to take into consideration is that when you are employed by government, you are given tools of trade, and phones are one of those tools of trade. We pay for your calls. We give you a particular amount of money if we have not given you a phone, so that you are able to make calls, and that is what those phones and those calls should be utilized for. So we decided this is the best way of doing it, and I think we have received quite a positive review. You know, we issued the contact numbers on the newspaper last weekend, and on Monday we issued it on the social media, and people are really literally sharing them on the districts that are relevant to them, and you can see that they are able to use them. Of course, there is a side, a negative side to that, is that some people will abuse the process. But yesterday we had a meeting with the managers, and we were taking each other through on how best to deal with matters that are not relevant to the hospitals or the facilities that they are managing. But we agree this is the best approach to do it.
I'm surprised you've got agreement and buy-in from the very hospital managers whose telephone numbers are up for all to see. Did you really not meet with any resistance?
Well, we did meet with some resistance, but public servants must understand that they are here to service the public. You know, the time of sitting behind a table and with air conditioning and not understanding what our people are going through has really come and gone. All the managers must be able to understand exactly what is happening, and they must be the first ones to respond when such issues came up. So here and there we faced a little bit of resistance, but we have dealt with that. In essence, the majority of them agree that it was the right thing to do, and they are ready and willing to deal with the matter. Of course, you will find that sometimes they are going to some of them are going to begin to switch off their phones. We've agreed on a process that what we are going to follow and how we are going to deal with it. The first thing that we are going to attend to is the fact that as a provincial office, we are going to conduct what we call a dry run of calling all of them randomly.
Oh, that's a brilliant idea. MEC, I have to say, I absolutely like your style, and I like this tough talking. I'm going to read a quote. You were quoted saying, "You are paid to manage. We expect you to manage. It's about time we started looking at management seriously." I like your style. I think it's fantastic. But KZN Health is facing such serious challenges. Am I correct? It's 18 billion rand in negligence claims that you have to deal with.
It is. It's quite a lot of money, and we have, as a department, to make do with very little. So we need to start to become creative on how best we utilize the amount of money that we have. You know, we have a challenge as we speak on the employment of staff. We are unable to employ the amount of people that we need to employ because we don't have enough money. So we really need to get very creative on how we do things, and we need our turnaround time needs to change, and that is what prompted this action.
What are you going to do about a manager who is getting a lot of complaints? Are you going to be able to take action against them? Because we see so often complaints are made, but they go nowhere. How are you going to hold them to account and give them the boot if they need it?
No, certainly we are going to do that. We've agreed that every month the district managers are going to give us a list of all the complaints that came through to the facility managers, and we are going to follow up what were the issues, how were they responded to, and who really was responsible and what were the actions taken. And if we do that, then it will assist us to find out whether the problem is with the facility or with the manager or any other issue, and that will assist us to deal with consequences. But the most important thing is that we are very emphatic that managers must manage. You are right. Managers must manage. They are paid to manage, and their level of responsibility cannot be the same as any other public servant.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Let's hope that your great idea becomes a trend across the country. That's MEC for Health in KZN, Nomagogo Simelane Zulu. She has posted the telephone numbers, the personal telephone numbers of people running hospitals in the province to improve accountability.